Hey everyone, welcome back. In today's tutorial, we're going to go over the back whip stitch, a subtle variation on the classic whip stitch. It gives a slightly tighter, more uniform look on the front, and a cleaner aesthetic on one side of your project than the other. Let's break it down from history to execution. The back whip stitch isn't as widely known as the standard whip stitch, but it's been around nearly as long. It's often used on items where the outside appearance matters more than the inside, for things like bag flaps, folded sheaths, or decorative closures. It's great when you want a wraparound stitch, but want those loops to be mostly hidden on the front. Here's what you'll need to get started. Your leather project with pre-punched holes. Make sure they're uniform, as it's going to give you a cleaner look in general. You'll need your lace, be it kangaroo, calf, wax thread, or ribbon. Now, you're going to want your lace to be 9 times the length of your stitch. You can measure this, if you're doing something similar here, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I like to leave a little bit extra because you never know if you need it. You'll also want a lacing needle or lacing fid, depending on what material you're using to do your project. Optionally, you can also have beeswax on hand, just in case the material isn't going through the holes well. You can work that beeswax in, and that's going to help it glide. Let's get started. First thing, we're going to thread our ribbon. For something like this, you're going to want to pull through and pierce itself anywhere between a ½ inch from the end. You'll see you get this kind of shape here. You can pull it nice and taut, and that's just going to lock everything in place. The back whip starts exactly the same way as the regular whip. You're going to start with a small tail, a couple rows in underneath your leather. You're going to take your needle and come through the underside of your starting hole. I like to straighten out the ribbon, just makes it a little easier to get a clean edge. Now, we are going to go in through A and out through 1. This brings you a loop across the seam that you can start with. Now, like I said in the whip stitch, I like to go through twice. So in through A, out through 1. What this does is it lays the second loop on top of the first, and that is going to give you a little bit of tension so that you're not pulling your stitch out. Now, let's begin the back whip. Unlike the whip stitch, we are going to skip to the C. So in through C, out through 3. Pull it taut. Now we're going to come backwards, in through B, out through 2. Come up, skipping a stitch, in through D, out through 4. Backwards, in through C, out through 3. Jumping up 2, in through 3, out through 5. Ooh. Ugh. You can see here we actually got twisted. We'll fix that. To fix a twist, straighten out, leave yourself a little bit, and have your twist on the one side. You can use your thumb and pull all of that twist through, and it gives you a nice flat stitch. We're going to pull that here. Come back through D, out through 4, up through F, in through E, out through 5, in through G, out through 7, So once you get to the end, and you've come through your last hole on your long stitch, you're going to come back down. So in through H, out through 8. And instead, now we can't jump a hole. We're going to come back through I, in through 9. Right. And then from here, we're going to just go straight across one more time, in through I, out through 9. And that's going to lock everything off. Now, before we finish the stitch, you can see it's rather loose. So let's tighten it up. You can grab your fid, come through, start pulling everything tight. Now there is a pattern when you're pulling your back whip tight. You're going to start with your long and then come across through your short, right? So in this case, right side to left side, right side. Come on here. Let's untwist that a little bit. Pull it through. So long, short. Perfect. And then finally, we can pull the short. Down. Pull this guy here. Pull it. Pull this tight. Perfect. So let's finish off this stitch. We're going to now come across through I, out through the top of our project. Again, making sure we remove that twist I've got going on here. Right. Now that we've come through, you can feed through the center of the stitch under a couple of the laces. Pull your fid through, pull it nice and tight, and we'll get that cut off. From here, you just want to tuck that in underneath the project. And there we go. There is the back whip stitch. It's a clean, classy twist on the basic whip stitch, and it looks amazing on a visible seam or decorative edge. If you enjoyed this one, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. We've got the cross stitch next week, and you don't want to miss it. Thanks for watching.